So when you look at ourselves, we'll see how God, even just comparing your life to this far. Some slept last night and they did not see the breaking of the day.
Seneta tulitarura nyamwetu natumona uwa karunga vanzi varara ano vararera.
This morning
we'll
find our scripture reading from John. Chapter 2, and we'll be reading from verse 3. Are we there? If we are there, let's say amen so that we can move together. Amen. Okay. And it reads, and when they ran out of wine, the mother of Jesus said to him, they have no wine. From 1 to 11, although we are not going to read all the verses. And for those that love titles, our sermon this morning is entitled Trust and Obey. In this chapter, John chapter 2, we find the first miracle that Jesus performed. And it is interesting to know that the first miracle relates to marriage and family. In fact, it was at a wedding. It was performed at a wedding in Cana. Just like the first miracle that was done after creating Adam, that was creating Eve out of the rib.
When this tetu sahorokere mho mepialia edeni sokusita mugoli kaditundira porpati romsamane.
The miracle that we still see today, two becoming one. Very soon the other couple will be becoming one.
Tetu twakukarera mbangina naina asiva bali na balikwatakana kumwengwe sirika oso tunandindire.
It is unfortunate that to many this which was supposed to be a blessing or a miracle, it turned out to be a nightmare.
Ehudi unene kobanzi ababandindirire asi esistetunga skarengaroro nye ayo ya bahudipirire.
If we look at the story closely, we'll be told that in verse 1 we are told that Jesus was invited. Jesus and his disciples were invited at the wedding at Cana.
There is a Jokamuho, Sansekerasi, Yasa Christus, Quam Hospital, Novaro, Wavendi.
They didn't just get crushed at the wedding, they were invited. No way they're just passing by and then they had, and then they passed, but he was invited. Brethren, this morning I just want to tell you that the Jesus that we are worshiping today, he is a gentleman and he waits to be invited.
Gurangura ezi tudiwe vanava mali asi Yesu Kristu sa obwat kanderere agemne kuto anoga hepa kumzigida.
We need to invite him in our lives.
Osetwa hepa kumzigida mumaparugetu.
In our businesses.
Moiruga na etu.
Our relationships.
Monakwata kanogetu.
Our studies.
Monosure detu.
We need to invite Jesus in everything that we do.
Momaruhana genye kwa hepa kumzigida mzoli.
More importantly, for those that are starting families, we need to invite him in our marriage.
Unene kwa baba kubarekano mapata kwa pumbwa kuzigida Yesu Kristu sa aya kare sinkoso mapata gitu.
And if we look the crisis that we have today, today of having a lot of divorces is because Jesus was left out of the formula and we went ahead without him.
Seneta kutarurura malizumbo. Gontantani sanseka asi Yesu Kristu sankenya papa mtulirire ntere.
But I have heard our children singing, with Jesus in the family,
Happy, happy home, happy, happy home, happy, happy home, with Jesus in the family, happy, happy home, happy, happy home.
So when we invite Jesus in our families, who have happy homes.
Sana takuzigida Yesu samo mapata getu na tukara no mapata ge hapo.
The good news that I'm bringing to you this morning is he is not far.
Mbudi zongwa mongurangurezi age kapisi ure anakara.
It says in Revelation 3 verse 20 that behold I stand at the door and knock.
Mehororo egamu nole utatu verise norombali kwa kutandasi. Ameni nasi kama pevero kuna kungongora.
All that we need to do is open for him so that he can dine with us.
Yetu ose tuze gurure awirire tuyalie kumwe
Now
nage.
let's move on with our story.
Tutwikire nesanse kole tusimpe.
The verse that we started reading at the beginning, it says, the mother of Jesus comes to him, they have ran out of wine.
Zinyagwa Yesu sata wizata ya msansekere asi vinyu zinaku.
In those days, I'm not sure about today's weddings, but in those olden days, wine was an important feature at a wedding.
Wale panai nanye konare kwina vinyu sakere snike siri somulio ungasi kondo peke spito sononkwara.
And if you didn't get even wine at someone's wedding, even in the mall when they are walking, you would say, it's this one where we do not even have a glass of wine. It was actually an embarrassment.
Msene obeto ziko spito kwa hana vinyu no katunda kone linyenyeto. To uyunga asis na spito kapisa wepe mora kapikatu kanwine.
And so the wine ran out at the wedding in Cana.
Imo yake rengoso vinyu na zota spu.
When we look at most of the marriages today, looks like they have also run out of wine.
Sinzi soma pata na songe sikwa karangwe vinyu zinakwire.
They are just marriages because people are still living together.
Wakara nonkwara yei simpe kumwe vana hingire
But the
membolime.
love, peace and joy has run out a long time ago.
Haro nonkwara ya dongono kanare.
Happiness has run out.
Ruha foru na tundupo.
Communication and even intimacy has run out.
Mali kwa taka no mokuyunga ndino ukumwe woponya mana yo inadongono ka.
What is unfortunate is many people have come to believe that they will never be able to taste wine again.
Ehudili eliasi sinziva pura asi kapinga vamakera hena vinyu.
And some of them, they even say they never tasted wine. I don't know whether that is entirely true.
Vamwe kuikarera mbagesi ose simpe kapitwa makera rumwe vinyu.
The question that I want to ask this morning
Puro twahara pura ngurangurezi.
is when you run out of wine, what do you do?
Msene ove vinyu za kwire inke norugana.
Do you go next door to borrow from their wine?
Ove tosi kwa msinda oka kwerendi.
Or if we are like us who are from the other side, we cross over the other side and come here to look for wine?
Ndi kwetu oseva zambezi kubura otaguruke okapapare vinyu mina mozambiandi.
The good thing at this wedding is Jesus was invited at that wedding.
So siwa mononkwara edidospito sakana yesa igegakere asimzigidwa.
The King of the universe was in attendance at the wedding.
Mwene hompago zuni gumwe gosilio sombunga zakere
In
pospito.
fact, it was wise for them to have invited Jesus.
Ayo yakere mlio unene mokuzigida mzoli.
And then we see when his mother went to tell him they have run out of wine.
Ozina ababa mzilile bamtantere rasi vinyusi na pu.
He said, my time have not yet come.
Jali mburu rasi siruosange simpeka pisina siki.
But even if his time did not yet come, Jesus cannot leave the couple not be embarrassed at the wedding.
Nampiri siruosendi kapsasikire kapia mubulire asi gengaroro.
And not when Mary went to tell Jesus, he said, they have no wine, nothing else.
Maria tazi akatantere Yesu sasi kutupu vinyu spito na
She did not instruct him on how he was going to bring about making wine. No.
Kapiga mtantere reno kumpae gano asingapi nyomna genda bagwane
She
vinyule na.
presented the problem to him.
Agega damwine ujigu wakupira vinyu tampe.
Most of us today, we are having problems because we are bringing our problems before Jesus and we want to tell him on how to solve it on our behalf.
Zinzise tunaina tuakara no maudigu yei kukusa maudigu getu tatu warakwa Yesu ano simpetu haraku mpange rasi ngapi omnaga koono
Just
rapo.
like Naaman in 2 Kings 5:11 and 12, when he went to the prophet, he wanted to be touched the way he felt like he should be healed.
Wendi esaseko liana mani apagazirire mporofite agega here mwanya mwendiasi amgume momu anaihara mwene.
Some of us are very prescriptive in our problems, just like Naaman. We want the prophet to come and do that and do that. Present your problem to Jesus.
Sinzise tu ose twahara sikono nana kutonda singaya karangesi. Anoma na mamalisa wapele kugaba tupuma udigu kwa Yesu Kristo.
I remember of a friend who told me of what happened to her.
Muholi kikwa ogu mweta batantere yampita.
She had a husband who was sick.
Agega tere no kuharwa kwendi ogungabera.
And when the family came,
Epata nalinye apagali wizire.
they said, no, but this sickness looked like it's not for medical attention, it's for black people. It's about to say.
Taba ya tarurura asi ouvera kapisi maoko yome woko mtu.
And then she tells me, she said, yes, I know it is tradition is involved or rituals are involved, but there is Jesus.
Taba sansekere asi yosi dina idivasi imo anono mpona doi podakara nye somuho Yesu sa ige anakarapo.
I remember even about 18 years ago when I was fighting for my life in Katima Mlilo Hospital.
Nongura odobatu mbura konyima na wola kere monkundi wa uvera kokatima.
People will come and visit and they will be sitting even close to me because they thought I'm almost dead. They will even talk loud and I'm listening, saying that, but why are they living here like this? Why don't they take care to this doctor?
Sinzi bagazirire kubadingura tabaya ilikwechere koko kombete za wasi inke bana kumsigirira ngeso okumubeli ngakwa mtwara tupuko imbanda.
But what we are saying this morning is present the problem. Even if you know that witchcraft is involved, present your problem to Jesus as it is, just like Mary did.
Ekora ngedoli asi napiri tuativa asi eya turorora peke na peke ose tutamne tukuma udigugetu kugaba kwa Yesu Kristo sa momo garugene Maria.
And even when his time had not yet come, Jesus was pushed into action because he was on that way.
Mpirisi ruo kapisa ya sikire ageta huirire mosirukana mokupira kupisa nomga.
You will not allow the couple to be embarrassed in his presence.
Ageta pulisirire asi sikare posirugana sokulifana nomga.
The fact is, if Jesus would move to save a couple from embarrassment, which may occur due to a lack of wine,
ngano Yesu Kristu saka pigarugene yumanye zokureta hena vinyu aya zwidezina nkinda.
Will he ignore them that reign out of love, joy, peace and happiness in their marriage?
Agenga kapiga kwatesere owo bakara asiru hafo patupu nombili patupu mo bapata gao.
Will he turn you down when you bring a problem before his throne?
Age kuvura aku gusire akutulire ntere sene tomretere udigundi.
The answer is no.
Elimburu hawe.
And then even after, Mary, when she said that, Jesus said, my time is not yet up.
Konyima zayo gamtanterere Maria simpeta alimburu asi sirosange kapisa siki.
And she turns to the guys who are sitting nearby and said, whatever he says to you, do it.
Ta pirukile kwa mati ta tantere asi nkenye eiva kukutantera ove irugana.
If you want Jesus to perform a miracle in our lives, we have to trust and obey, not our feelings, but to obey Himself.
Nsene osetwa harasi Yesu Kristu sa arugane mu maparu getu twahepa kumuhuku varano kuli mbururwa kapisimeli zubo lya nyametu.
Whatever He says, we must obey.
Nkenye ina uyunga osepisikise tuli mburukwe.
We should not expect God's miracle while we live in disobedience.
Kapisi tundindire itetu ya kutunda kwa mzoli siruoso ose kapitwali mburukwa.
If you need miracles, if you need something to be done in your life today, you have to trust and obey. There is no other way.
Sene ono haraste tu manaina wahepa kuhubuvara no kulimburukwa.
Now Jesus instructs them to fill up the pots
Yesu sata vapangere asi vazwide iga
with water.
no mema.
Usually there will be pots there that will be having water for people to wash their feet.
Nkenya pako ipito kwa kara no mema gokuningasi bantu balikuwe na mpiriko no mpadi.
Now Jesus tells them, fill up the pots with water.
Ta vapangere esa asi zwideni odonopoto no mema.
If you are going to help people who have ran out of wine,
Nsene oveto vatere bantu wakuningasi vinyuza vakwire.
filling pots with water does not seem to be the best way to solve.
Kuvatantera asi zwideni nondoroma odono mema kwa kumoneka ngwendi kapiyawapa.
This shows that sometimes God's instruction does not make sense.
Ikutulikida asi dimwe nompangera agava karunga kapai faturuka.
Does not seem to make sense from our perspective.
Kapia ikumonetere asi ose kubura tuikwate egano.
He says, love your enemies.
Age kwa kuyunga asi haram na nkorezoge.
When he knows you are struggling to love your friends, wife, husband, even your own family, you are struggling with them, but he tells you love your enemies.
Nsene agega idiva na wana wa asi napiri komuholi kigogendi ko vanekoro kutupuna wa eharo mara sipeta pangere asi kahare munankorezoge.
So you see, at times his instruction seems like they don't make sense.
Kenya pa nompangera dakarunga kapi aitfaturuka osengo bantu.
But remember, Mary said to them, whatever he tells you, do it.
Nyamalia takorange deve na ramati asinkenye ina mtantera one iruganeni.
So whatever Jesus tells us, we must follow, even if it seems not to make sense.
Ano nkenye ina tutantera Yesu Kristu sa ose twaheba kwama na mpilika pia kutufaturuka.
So they filled up the pots, and then he tell one of them, take a cup and go to the wedding organizer for this.
Ano tatantere ramati asi zwideni no poto domema guseni mwankinda kwareni komkondi gospito akamakere.
If it was me, I would have refused. You are taking water and you are told to take to the wedding organizer, to the MC to this.
Nganonya batu binasi twareni bakamakere ozomkinda zomemanga kwa inyokere.
But this guy was told, whatever he says, do it.
Ano bamata bakwa kwene korange dwasi nkenye na mtantera one isikeni.
And so he takes the cards and takes to the wedding organizer.
Kozomati tavetankinda zomema tatwara komkuro na hospital.
And the organizer was blown away by the taste of the wine that he just received.
Ano mkondi hospital takamakera tazuwasi ezivinyuza kapatako.
He couldn't believe the groom started by pretending that the wine has run out.
Age kapigai pulire kwa gazarere asi kwali mingi satuku asi vinyuza bapire.
And he turned to him and said, but people usually serve the best wine. Why did you reserve this for last?
Tatantele mfuko asi nkenye ipito kureta vinyu zongwa zontowara ike oretere ezihulirira.
Remember, wine comes from grapes.
Onemu dive asi vinyu kutunda kwa manjembere.
And here it came from water to wine.
Ano ezi vinyu azo kwa tunda kwa memazi ya kare. Ano amokuirugana oyo ageta sikisamo sirugana sosiwa.
This is what is called a miracle.
Iwa tumbura asistetum.
I don't know this morning, brethren, what we are going through.
Kapitwa diva asi inke mwa kulipika na yoi ngurangura wana wa mali.
But I'm here to tell you the same Jesus that turned water into wine.
Ekora ngedoli Yesu Kristu sagwina gapiwile memaga kare vinyu.
He's able to solve whatever problems you brought this morning.
Simpe dogorona ina kuvulika kukono na maudigu mretere mungurangura
The same
ezi.
Jesus who walked on this earth and healed the broken heart.
Yesu sago gwinaga gendere uzuni apa mekeno mchima.
He's able to do it for us again.
Ige simpehena gokuvura kuiturugane na oyo.
We are finishing the year and we are being invested.
Ose kwa kumanesa elima tugwane nunsabodetu.
And each one of us have goals for the coming year.
Nkenye wetu gakara no itamborwa meno omvogo.
What I want to encourage you this morning is include Jesus as part of your plan.
Ekora ngedoli eli asi guseni Yesu Kristu sa akare nage mo magano ndimo itamborwa meno omvogo.
Whatever you are planning to do, just like the people at the Cana did to invite him.
Atumzigideni mo malikwa monagenye ngwendi omyakere hospital sakana.
After you have invited him,
Konyima panatuma na kumzigida.
when he tells you whatever he says, you must obey what he's telling you.
Ano apana kutantera asirugana yongandi nkenye ina uyunga obeli
To my
mbukwa.
fellow youth,
Kwa badingantu wakwetu.
we have to trust and obey. We have to track instruction from the master.
Osekwa hepa kuhukuvara no kulimburukwa tuguse no mpango
If we
kwa
are
mzoli.
to be successful in our studies, in whatever we do, let's take the instruction from the master.
Sene osekwa hara asi itutompoke kwa hepa kulimburukwa kwa mzoli.
And when he comes, like just we heard what he did at Cana,
Apana wizangwe ndimomo gagene hospital somokana.
he will do a perfect job.
Agena rugana sirugana
He will
sofiwa.
perform a miracle into your life.
Agena rugana stetu me parulege.
It might be a problem that needs months and years of counseling.
Kuvura ukare udigu wokugusa makwedi nonongura.
But God can bypass all the years and months of counseling and come to your rescue at the point of your need.
Ano karunga kuvura apitakane age akawize posiru ososo ona wapere ezakuro.
I for one would testify I've seen Jesus performing miracles over and over in my life.
Vene kuvura kuikarera umbangi asi Yesu Kristu sakwa rugana itetu kuruguruka meparuliawo.
As I have said earlier, 18 years ago, I was was in a coma.
Momo ba uyunga odonongura dakapita awokwa kere kubera unene mukoma.
And I've seen people from coma, it's usually a gradual process of healing.
Vantu wokutunda mokoma senegavere unene kuli wora siri mokunikati averuke.
But for me, the prayer band came and prayed.
Nyekwawo mbunga zomakanderero tazuwizata ziakanderere.
And the next moment, I stood up and walked in Jesus' name.
Kutunda popo hulirira zekanderero tabasikama kugenda kupitira medina lya Yesu Kristo.
I remember even the nurses in Katima Mlilo Hospital had given up on me.
No vanesa baba awe baisigire tupukwitulira nterasi ogokwa kumdindirisa tupuli endi.
When my mother called for the nurse on duty to say something is wrong with her, she told call the prayer part.
Mugolika di kembo ababa mtanterere ngoso vanesa for spangero taba tantere asizigideni mbunga zongere kazendizo makanderero.
And when the prayer band came to pray,
ano mbunga zo makanderero za wizire
they
kuyakanderera.
took me out of the hospital because when they started praying, there was disturbance, so they said, let's take her home.
Apa baba reke kukanderera kwa kere siri magenda kurokomanzi tabahundirasi tupeni mubeli tukaze kembo tukatwikire no
I stepped
makanderero.
out of the hospital in a wheelchair.
Tabazi kembo kwa kubasindika moskundi.
They prayed and said, stand up and walk in Jesus' name.
Tabakanderere mona nkondo ne hugubaro asisi kama ogende mwa Yesu Kristo.
I came back at the hospital walking, even the nurses could not recognize me.
Noyo kwa katengwire gospangero awokwa kugenda vanesa kapiwa vadimburwire
This is the
hena.
same Jesus that I'm presenting to you.
Ige Yesu gokulifana gogu twakumretera
The same
ngurangurezi.
Jesus who turned water into wine.
Yesu sa oguga pirwile memaga
The
karevinyu.
same Jesus who resurrected me from a coma.
Mwene Yesu sa oguga vapindwire mokoma.
Is the same Jesus who can do it for you this morning.
Ige Yesu Kristu sa gokuvura kuigugane na
As we are
mangurangurezi.
finishing the year, dear you,
Momunye twakumana elima lyetu vadingantu.
please invite him into your life.
Hepera unene tuzigide mzoli mo mafaru getu.
And he will perform a miracle.
Agena ya rugana moste tu.
All that we have to do is to trust and obey, for there is no other.
Ei atufira twahepa kuhugu varano kulimburu kwa yei kutupunzira.
As we go out today, our theme is I will go.
Momunye twakuzaspara changwa setu sakara asi tanizi.
As we go and evangelize out there, let's take instruction from the Master.
Momunye twakuza tukahanese mbudi ose tuze mepangero lyompiti Yesu
God
Kristo.
richly bless us as we learn to trust and obey.
Karunga kwetu nga atutungike apa twakulironga kuhuguvara no kulimbulukwa.